Hello, today I am excited to see you. Welcome to Words of Ex-Mormon. Everybody knows who Brad Wilcox is. I grew up with Brad Wilcox before he was a general authority, the goofiest general authority there ever was. But I grew up with him and John, by the way, giving fireside talks and speaking at youth conferences and giving talks, lessons and things at FSY, which was EFY, the time that I went. Same thing, different name. And Brad Wilcox says that when you leave this religion, you lose everything. I want to talk a little bit today about what I lost when I left the Mormon church. I lost community. I lost temple ordinances. I lost relationships. I lost the spirit. I lost traditions. I lost routine, I lost faith, and I lost sense of self. Now, admittedly, I took this list of things from just good old Google. What do people lose when they leave the church? And I think these are all true. These are all true. The church and Brad Wilcox and everyone else, all the other apologists and faithful members and leadership and everything, they use these as a really negative thing. I'm going to tell you my twist on this about what I lost. So I lost community, first of all. I lost a community that was stacked full of people who are not genuine in their care for me, people whose friendships were shallow, who didn't notice when I wasn't around or didn't respect me and my beliefs when they weren't the same as theirs. What I gained was a new community full of compassionate people whose friendships are based on mutual respect and things we have in common that aren't religion. And we can even empathize with each other over our differences. I lost temple ordinances. Ordinances like how I promised in the temple that I would live the law of polygamy. Yeah, you do that. I'll talk about that in a video later this week. Ordinances like how I promised I would give all my time and energy and money and possessions to the church. Ordinances like how I'm not allowed to laugh loud or be light-minded or speak against the Lord's anointed, even if they're wrong. I lost relationships. I've lost some relationships, this is true. And I just am far enough into my life where, though this does sadden me, it's not enough to convince me that I need to pretend or to put on any persona that isn't my own anymore. I don't love the phrase, I don't care what people think, or it doesn't matter what other people think. I get the sentiment of that, I do. But the reality is we all care what people think. When we are in public, we care about what people see when they look at us. When we have teachers who grade us, when we are working for a person and want to show a successful performance, we care. But I have lost the need to cater for those who are just not interested in me as a person and are only interested in my conformity. There are definitely certain people who I care about and love, and their opinion of me matters greatly. And that's always going to be true, but not at the expense of myself. I have lost the spirit. And when I say the spirit, what I mean is, what happened was I actually realized that the spirit is actually just love. And I have felt the same spirit while having a VeggieTales sing-along with my kids. And while my friend was doing a tarot reading for me. I experienced the spirit when my family, which includes my ex-husband and his wife and their kids, and we were jumping over Yule fires and smoking cigars. Well, the adults were smoking cigars, obviously. And on Christmas Day, when we were laughing and opening gifts that were purchased with my 10% raise, and I got by not paying tithing at all this year, which, were given without any thought about baby Jesus. I lost traditions. Traditions like baptizing children at 8 when they aren't old enough to make informed consensual decisions for themselves. Traditions like excluding girls and giving boys at 12 years old more power than women who have lived their whole lives in the church and who teach and provide for and care for those boys. Traditions where men make all the decisions. Traditional families, traditional gender roles, traditional wifely duties. Routine. I have lost routine. Look, I like a good routine. I thrive in a routine where the day is predictable and I know what needs to get done. But what I lost when I left the church was the daily routine of reading my scriptures for ungodly amounts of time, listening to talks instead of music or books that I like, watching conference, planning lessons, going to church for half my weekend, planning everything around Relief Society Tuesday activities and meetings, Wednesday night mutual activities. The routine I have now is one that I set, and that includes my responsibilities, yes, but also includes more of what I enjoy and what makes me feel fulfilled. Faith. I lost my faith in a higher power that chooses favorites, blesses some, and allows others or causes others to suffer. It's as simple as that. Sense of self. Now, let me be clear. I didn't lose my sense of self. I lost a sense of self. The sense of self that was specific pretense, a ball of survival that didn't allow me to know who I am. I lost the sense of self that kept me performing and pretending and trying over and over and harder to unsuccessfully become what the church told me I needed to be without ever asking me what I wanted to be or what I was naturally. So yeah, Brad, I lost everything. I lost everything I didn't like about myself or about my life, and I'm pretty happy with that. So just want to invite everybody to think terrestrial. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you lost when you left the church. And, send me an email if you prefer, if you'd like to stay anonymous. It's Brae, BRAE, wordsofexmormon@gmail.com. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you later.